The straw is one of the most common household items, but it's also one of the most damaging. Something that seems so harmless and insignificant actually does a lot of damage to our environment, especially our marine environment. It's so much of a problem that cities are taking action. You might be unaware of the consequences that come with using the straw on a day-to-day basis, but we're here to fill you in and also show you some of the movements that are going on so that you can too ditch the straw. But how did the straw get to be what it is today? Let's find out. Straws were introduced in 3000 BCE, originally made as thin tubes of gold. Because they were made of gold, they were unaffordable and unobtainable to the masses. This caused for the production to stop. In the 1800s, they were reintroduced as ryegrass straws. Because they were made of rye, their structure didn't hold up when immersed in liquid, and they became mushy. This caused for them to be removed from the market once again. It wasn't until we fast forward to the 1900s that the straw is reintroduced, just as polio is going on. The straw made its comeback because people were afraid to share glasses. This was the return of the straw. Fast food companies quickly adapted to the straw in the 1950s. By the 1960s, the paper straw became a thing of the past and was replaced with the plastic straw, which is now one of the most common single-use products. The top 10 list of garbage in the ocean includes cigarettes, plastic bottles, food wrappers, not that kind of wrapper, plastic bottle caps, and straws coming in at number 5. Currently, it's approximated that we use 500 million straws daily. That's enough to wrap around the earth 2.5 times a day. It makes sense that straws are such a problem. After all, you can find them pretty much everywhere, especially in our oceans where they definitely don't belong. Straws also make the cut on the top 20 list for worst types of plastic for marine animals and birds. In 2015, a viral video of a sea turtle was uploaded where scientists were pulling out a straw from its nostrils. This video demonstrates that while the cost of production of straws is cheap, the impact is huge. While we don't have exact numbers, just imagine how much oil, gas, and electricity is used to power the production of these unnecessary items. Fast food companies are especially one of the biggest culprits for the use of straws. McDonald's, one of the biggest fast food chains, serves millions of people a day. Think about how many of those people order drinks with their meals. Starbucks uses over 8 million cups a day. You can only imagine how many of those drinks include straw. Luckily, cities like Seattle are taking initiative. Seattle has banned 2.3 million plus straws since September of 2017. This comes along with banning plastic bags and styrofoam food containers. The goal is to ban straws and single-use cutlery from restaurants and cafes by July of 2018. They've turned all of this into a movement called Strawless in Seattle. They're not alone. Portland has also joined in by starting their own campaign, Ditch the Straw PDX, a program in the Portland metro area. The mission of the program is to assist businesses and individuals in reducing plastic straw usage in the city. They specifically support small businesses who agree to go plastic-free for an entire month. Essentially, they don't give customers straws unless they ask for one, and when they do ask, they give them paper instead of plastic. Joining either of these movements is relatively easy. All you have to do is go straw-free. And if you go to a restaurant that's not a part of the campaign, simply don't use the straw they give you, or state, "No straw, please." Now this all sounds good, but at this point you probably have some questions like, does this actually have an effect on me? Who opposes all of this change? And what are the challenges to make the change happen? Now, although it may not seem like it because straws aren't getting stuck up our noses, this does have a huge effect on us. At the end of the day, we live on this planet, and straws are creating a major issue to our wildlife and creating pollution. Manufacturers of straws are obviously going to oppose this because they're going to claim that it'll eliminate jobs for people and that it'll cut their profit. One of the major challenges is also that there are so many straws already out there that it's going to take an extremely long amount of time to clean them all up. And because straws aren't necessarily biodegradable, they could be here forever. Another challenge, making people aware and being conscious of the choices that we make. Because as of now, I can almost guarantee that you didn't think about the effect using a straw with your drink today would have. Now, we know how convenient straws are, so we've provided some eco-friendly alternatives. First off, the paper straw. Although it doesn't last very long and it gets mushy after a while of being in liquid, it's relatively cheap and it's a lot more eco-friendly. Next, there's the metal straw. These are relatively cheap on sites like Amazon, costing about $10 to $12 for a pack of 8. And these are nice because you can wash them after every use. If you want to be really fancy, you can get yourself some bamboo straws. These are a little bit more pricey, but they're definitely a lot more eco-friendly. You can also opt for a reusable water bottle like a Hydro flask. But remember, the easiest thing to do is to not use a straw. No straw, no problem. Now let's take it back to the beginning. We've told you about the straw and how it came to be, the impact that it has on the environment, the cities that are taking initiative, how it affects you, and the movements you can join. So now it's up to you. Check out these hashtags for more information on how you can make a difference and join the movement. The choice is yours. Join the straw war. Ditch the straw.